What is up, everybody? My YouTube account makes the introduction unnecessary. I don't delight you with one anyway. I'm Christian Maracle. Okay, now you know who I am. Very unusual shirt now, isn't this? Look at this. North Pole Crew. I got this for Christmas a year ago. My sister gave it to me. It's a really funny thing. This is the next edition of my new Depression Update series, and this week is, as you can tell by that title, a very serious one, very emotional one, and one I'm going to try to get through as tough as I can. Dealing with death. And I decided to choose this subject this early on because recently I have dealt with death. In the span of 3 months of 2022, I lost two very close people to me. A cousin of mine who wasn't even 30, and a close friend from high school who was just a couple years younger than me. Dealing with death is honestly one of the most toughest things anyone can deal with in life. Whether it's feeling like they just don't belong, whether they're scared of death, whether they watch friends die, family members pass away, animals, pets, favorite celebrities, people, role models they look up to. Or even so much as that one small little cat they accidentally hit with their car. A lot of things can really affect people. As you guys know, in 2016, I lost my Aunt Diana, someone who I was close with more than anyone else. I've told this story so many times. I've inducted her into my Optimistic Hall of Fame and honored her memory and legacy. So for once, I'm not going to talk about that, because that story's been told. But I feel like this one needs to be told as well, because in 2022, this is honestly the year so far where it feels like you're back to semi-normal after the COVID-19 pandemic. And a lot of times, you ask yourself, what is this going to be a better year than last year? Because, places are open again. People are allowed to go into other places without masks. Full crowd attendances, a WrestleMania, so many other things. For me, the first bits of this year have been a really big struggle. It all started in January. I was spending time playing video games with my friends online, having a great session. We had a lot of fun, cracked a lot of jokes, and it was honestly a great day. That great day turned into one of my worst. As soon as I was done, I told them, okay, I'm going to get off now. I'm going to head out. I will catch you guys later. And I left. 5 minutes later, I got a phone call. I got a phone call from my brother, Joe. And he told me that he asked me if my sister CG contacted me. And I said, no, she didn't. Why? And he said, oh, it's cousin. It's our cousin. Whose name I'm not gonna mention. But he said, our cousin, he passed away. I spent 30 seconds on the phone. was in shock and I was in disbelief, and I eventually composed myself because I realized I was still on the phone, and I said, "Okay, did you contact Mom? Did you talk to her?" And he said, "Yeah, she knows." So I said, "Okay, I'm gonna go. Thank you for telling me." I hung up because I just didn't know what to do. I was stuck in a little bit of a limbo because my cousin, he was not even 30 years old, and all of a sudden he's gone. And I didn't think to myself about that possibility happening, and I was talking with him recently about, hey man, I'm highly confident that things are gonna get better, and when they do, let's hang out again because it's been so long. So when my cousin died, I first instinct was to cry, but I didn't. I couldn't. I was locked. I guess you could say, my feelings were locked in like a death trap. A death trap of, do not make a single wrong move or you're ending it all. And I just could not bear to really do much. And I made a video about it a couple of days after after I got the news. I made a video about it to let my fans know that I was going to be taking a break from making YouTube content as a result of this. And because I was saying to myself, I'm not letting it out. I haven't been able to find it within myself to set myself free and put myself into acceptance, because I just couldn't find that acceptance. I tried talking to my bro Josh. I tried contacting of my therapist. I talked to other friends. And I just couldn't do it. I was, some would say, in a trance. So for 3 or 4, however long it took, however many weeks it took, I was hurt. And at the same time, I was unable to find that acceptance. So I thought to myself, okay, well, I'm still struggling. I should at least try and get up every day and once again and, go about my business. So I came back to YouTube, did more videos. I think I managed to do a bit of a good job for you guys, but what really hit me was, sorry, I went on Facebook, and Facebook has those memories. I found a memory where I was talking with my cousin about coming back to Vancouver because that's where he was. The one thing that upset me the most was when his funeral finally took place, I was not there. I didn't have the money to do it, and I was also, I had already put money into my trip to Dallas, Texas for WrestleMania, and I was angry at myself for not being there, and I was upset at life for being so cruel. And so I saw this Facebook memory, and I was about to send my cousin a message about, hey man, I found this hilarious memory, and I was literally about to hit send. And the moment I realized I couldn't do it, that's when I finally let loose. I finally burst into tears. I was bawling my eyes out. Like, it was several weeks of reluctance and anger and confusion all merged into one. I finally let it out, and I cried really hard, and it was very tough. I really need to take care of this chair. Been laying back on it for so long. So, okay, where the fuck was I? Oh, right. After I let loose and I cried, I finally felt like I may have had some acceptance. I did not feel better instantly because, let's be honest, nobody does. But I may have felt like maybe I have found some sort of peace. Fast forward about a couple months later to my birthday, literally my birthday, April 8th, 2022. It was a fun day. I had so much fun, and I spent time with my friends and had cake, and all of a sudden another friend of mine, his name's Dan, he contacted me, he texted me. Well, actually, I had seen a post. He made a Facebook post saying about how he lost somebody, and I was like, oh man, that sucks. So I contacted him, and I was like, hey man, I saw your Facebook post. I saw what happened. I'm so sorry. Is everything okay? And then he said, no, it's our friend Jake. He died. And I was like, from high school? Jake from high school? And I was like, what happened? He had a drug overdose. So when I heard about it, sorry. When I heard about it, I instantly cried because I knew that my friend Jake had previously done drugs before and was, trying to stop. So it hit me. Because when you lose someone to a drug overdose, it means someone made a dumb decision, and the result of it cost their lives. The only thing I don't know is whether he intentionally did it or if it was unintentional. And there's nothing I could have done about it. I was close with him for so long. He was a guy who was very ecstatic when I got my rise on YouTube. I just was about to leave my high school at the time, and he's like, dude, man, you're gonna do great things for like people, so go make a lot of great memories and have a great time, bro. You can do this, man. Have fun. You got this, man. I took that advice to heart, and I still do to this day. So, when I lost him on my birthday, for God's sake, I was close with somebody, and I lose him on my fucking birthday. I just turned 26 years old this year. And I just thought to myself, though, I just kept repeating the same question. Why do people do drugs? I know some people do it for medicinal purposes, but I'm talking about the shit that he did. I don't know why people do it. Some people want to just get a relief. Some people do it for enjoyment or the effects. Some do it because they feel like it's their only friend. Sometimes I just feel like I'm just gonna have to live with this now all the time. And I don't want it. You know? Sorry. Just, honestly, it did not need to happen. And I feel like it could have been prevented. But it wasn't. You're just having a good day for one moment, and then all of a sudden they're gone. I know that dealing with death sucks. It hurts, when you have a family member whose time is coming and they pass away because of natural causes or a long illness they've contracted several years prior, like cancer. But when you lose someone so young and you've been so close to them for a long time, for shit that could have been avoided, it does a lot to you. So I want to take this moment and say I'm sorry to anyone if I ever feel like I've disappointed. I don't do these videos because I feel like I want to. I don't do these videos because I have to. A lot of times I don't know why I do anything anymore. But yet here I am. I'm still making videos. I'm still doing shit. Because I know you people care about me. Some subscribed and some left. But I know a lot of you still stayed. If there's anyone out there right now who's dealing with loss or feel like they're about to deal with loss, hug your loved ones, hug your friends, hug your family, call someone, text someone. Just tell them you love them. Tell them you care about them very much. Because life is unpredictable and all of a sudden, gone. And you'll end up being like me, wondering how I could have possibly prevented something. Or what if there's so much I wanted to say, but never got the chance to. I want you to understand, guys, that it hurts. I have some other friends who have dealt with people who died of suicide, and they're struggling, also wondering what to do. And I'm not stopping until they're feeling better. Because if I gave up on them, then I honestly have just been betraying them. And I don't betray anyone. And I'm never going to betray you. Because I love you. Some people watching may understand what I'm saying. Others may wonder why I'm just not posting the next Sins video. They're coming. Don't worry. But this is a chance for you to get to see a side of me that most haven't. A chance for me to let loose, talk about the bad things in hopes that I can inspire others to do better. You're not alone, guys, I promise you. You may feel alone, but it's gonna be okay. I may be looking at a camera, but you're watching this video and I'm looking straight at you, right in your eyes. I'm telling you, it's gonna be okay. Right now, I still am trying to deal with the loss of my cousin and the loss of my friend Jake, but as long as I know that they're at peace, and maybe I can find some sort of closure. So I want to take this moment and say thank you, and I love you. This video was a really tough one for me to make. I knew I wasn't going to go through it without crying. But just so you guys know, it's okay to cry. Hell, I fucking cried on camera in front of people. It's okay. You know, I love you guys very much, and I'm not going to stop no matter what. No matter what my feelings say, no matter what my views say, and especially no matter what my haters say, because they only wish they could be half as good as me. Only a real man sits down and opens up with subjects like this for people to listen to. So, I will see you guys in the next video. And of course, the next depression update video. So thank you very much for listening.